Question 5 for the North Carolina Math 1 released items. Again, I'm Mr. Weiser. I'm going to go over the calculator inactive portion of the test currently. So go ahead and pause this video. Let's read through it. Two functions are shown below. F of x equals 1/2. That's a big dot. Normally they're not that big. That is multiplication. I guess they really wanted you to know that was multiplication because that's just a very huge dot. 1/2 times 2 to the x power. Usually I'm going to see it like this. I don't know why it looks so comically large. It's really bothering me though, so I'm going to write 1/2 parentheses 2 to the x power because that's how you're supposed to write it, not like this. That's weird. All right, then we have g of x equals 5x plus 2. All right, so anyway, get that out of the way. Sorry, that was bothering me. What's the largest integer value of x such that f of x is a less than or equal to g of x? Integer. What the heck's an integer? Integers are numbers on a number line. So integers being 0, -1, -2, etc., and +1, 2, and etc. No decimals, just numbers that are negative and positive and 0 that are counting numbers. So what's the largest integer such that f of x is a less than or equal to g of x? Now that we have that question, try it on your own, plug some numbers in, see what you get. My approach to this question is to make a table. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a little table here, like so. So we're going to say x. Well, actually, I'm going to start with 1/2 parentheses 2 to the x power. So that's going to be f of x. And I'm going to do 5x plus 2. And I'm just going to make like an x there. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick a starting point, and then we're just going to go higher until we get a value that works. Now this can be solved by hand probably, but that's a lot of work here. So what we're going to do is just kind of estimate. I'm going to start with, let's try just 1, see what happens, okay? So if I do 1, that means this is going to be 1/2 times 2 to the first power, which is going to be equal to 1/2 times 2, because 2 to the first power is 2, and 1/2 times 2 is 2 divided by 2, which is 1. And then 5 times 1 plus 2 is going to be 5 plus 2, which is 7. Now, of course, 1 is less than or equal to 7. But is by getting those values, so by plugging in 1, is that the largest number I can do such that this value is less than 7, less than or equal to 7? Likely not. So we'll test another number out. Now, I don't know about 2, but maybe let's skip a couple so that we're not testing every single number. Maybe go to like 3. All right, so 1/2, 2 to the third power. 2 to the third power is 2 times 2 times 2, which is 4 times 2, which is 8. So 1/2 of 8, which is 8 divided by 2, which is 4. Got that? Then over here, if I plug in 3, that's 15 plus 2, that's 17. Hmm, still not the largest number because look at that. That's a big difference there. So we're going to have to keep going. Now, eventually those numbers are going to overtake it. Okay, so 3 seems like there's a big gap there. Why don't we try 5? Maybe we'll skip. Now, I'm just making up these numbers. There's no rule, okay? This is just your intuition. Where do you think it's going to be? So I'm going to try 1/2 times 2 to the fifth power equals 1/2 times, oh gosh, what is 2 to the fifth power? That's going to be 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. 4 times 4 times 2. 16 times 2, 32. So 1/2 of 32 is 16. Let's go over here. 5 times 5, 25 plus 2, 27. Okay, it looks like I'm narrowing the gap. That's only 11 apart, but we're going to still have to go up a little further. So I don't want to go too far up because those numbers get hard to calculate. So we'll just start with 6 again, and we'll work our way up. 1/2 times 2 to the 6th power is 1/2. 2 to the 6th power is 4 times 4 times 4. 16 times 4, 64. So 1/2 of 64. 64 times 1/2, or 64 divided by 2, is going to be 32. Let's go over here. This is going to be 5 times 6 plus 2, 30 plus 2. Oh, I got the same number. Now, I think we're onto something. Now look at this question right here. F of x is a less than or equal to. What is the largest integer? Largest, biggest, such that f of x is less than or equal to. All right, well, if I plug in 6 for both of these, my output's going to be 32 for both of those. They're equal to each other. That's going to be the largest number that satisfies this inequality. Because if I go one higher, I'm gonna go on the other side, right? So if I plug in a 7 there, so I can squeeze a 7 in here, I'll just tell you that's going to be 1/2. 2 to the 7th power is going to be 128. 128 divided by 2 is 64. If I plug in 7 here, that's 35 plus 2, which is 37. Now, guess what? 64 is bigger than 37, so that doesn't satisfy this inequality anymore, y'all. So the largest integer that satisfies this inequality, such that the f of x is less than or equal to g of x, would be 6. Now, if the equal sign wasn't there, the answer would be 5. But since the equal's there, the answer is going to be 6. So the answer is 6. And that's a lot of work without a calculator. So you just have to be very mindful of those twos and how they work. Thank you for watching.